In terms of audio, this scene gives us a lot to digest, and it's honestly extremely expertly crafted. And you can tell a lot of time and effort was put in to make sure the audio matched up perfectly with the visuals. So let's just jump right in and take a look at this sequence.
And Marge wasn't even here to see it. Ooh, I don't feel so good.
According to the director's commentary, Dan Castellaneta made this noise entirely on his own, which just shows how expert voice acting can really add a lot to the scene. In fact, let's just take a quick look at some of the examples of how Dan's performance just elevates not only this scene, but just Homer as a character.
Okay, I think I'm gonna be leaving now. Come on, Marge! Will you fight fair? I never do this to you! Talk to me!
Now let's take a look at when Homer first starts to delve into this psychedelic nightmare.
Flanders, you gotta help me!
The music here is ominous, with the notes descending, illustrating how Homer himself is falling into a bad trip.
Well, sure, buddy. I'd be happy to help out. What can I do? Doodly doo, diddly doodly diddly doodly, hobbly hoodly hobbly hiddly hobbly google gobble google gobble gabba gabba. Hey.
This moment right here is actually quite interesting because they said on the director's commentary that the hiring and lowering of the pitch was actually done on a Macintosh computer. And we have to remember that The Simpsons Season 8 was released in 1997 when computer technology was a lot more limited than it is now. The second reason this is interesting is because the line he says at the end, Gabba Gabba Hey, is in reference to the American punk rock band, the Ramones. It's included in the song Pinhead. And in fact, I'm just going to give you a rapid fire of how this scene manages to jam three distinct cultural references in the space of about 20 seconds, which just goes to show how on fire The Simpsons was at its peak.
Gabba Gabba Hey!
Gabba Gabba Hey! Gabba Gabba Hey!
Goo Goo Gajoob.
Oh, good grief. Yes, ma'am?
The sound design during Homer's trip itself is honestly masterfully crafted. The first few seconds of this sequence are extremely effective, from Homer's thumping heartbeat, his desperate panting, and the swirling wind in the background, which is present throughout the whole sequence, and it just really puts you in Homer's shoes in this situation. My favorite aspect of the audio design of this sequence is the score composed by the series composer Alf Clausen. It's just honestly gorgeous and it pays homage to Native American pan flute music and really helps you feel like you're going on this spiritual journey with Homer. The introduction of the Space Coyote, voiced by the legendary Johnny Cash, is honestly just a treat for the ears. The audio and visuals are in perfect sync.
You are on a quest for knowledge.
Who said that?
The first time I saw this sequence, I was most drawn in by the visuals. I just thought they were so beautiful. But now that I've done this examination, I can see that the audio does so much to complement the visuals. They work in tandem to make this sequence as beautiful and memorable as it is, and makes it something very distinct from the rest of the series.
Shh!